So just to continue the GTS story, I did a bid on eBay for some custom wheels. Some bloke bought them, brought in the US, yada yada. Didn't fit his car and had to offsell them for the lowest price. And I picked them up for an obscenely low cost. I didn't even know what they really were. I didn't check the offsets. I knew the PCB, as in PCD, the 5x120 fitted, and I thought, oh, I'll make the things fit. Little I don't know, there were about $8 worth of wheels. I got them for about $600 delivered. So anyway, they were cool. So I'll show you pictures of them shortly. So that's just some more work. The double valve springs I got fitted. So that's just another dyno run. Just some more roll cage bits and pieces. Some new clutch I got. Just the air filters. That's the underneath of the, when I had the bonnet scoop put on, or the reverse cow scoop. That was just the holes we drilled for it. Just some more bits and pieces and tools. That's the Supercar Spoiler. So I got a Supercar Spoiler, but it got cut on either side to make it fit and make it suitable for street use. It was just so low, it was no good. So we had to get it modified and customized to make it fit. That's just another photo. So we did some brake ducting setups. Did a bit of trial and error and whatnot. So I wanted a single piece tail shaft instead of the dual, because I kept ruining the center donuts. Every 3-4 months of circuit racing, it'd kill the donuts, and I was just sick to death of replacing them. So this mob called G-Force out of the US, they make these carbon fiber one-piece tail shafts. So I ordered one of them in, and I ordered in their axles as well. So this stuff's rated to like 1500 horsepower, some obscene amount of horsepower, all billet. That's carbon fiber. They're incredible bit of kit and worth their money as well, so they're not cheap. So they were super, got all them fitted. More gear, just trial and error. I trialed to the old, it didn't end up fitting that thing. So there's the Harrop diff hat there. So that was big back in the day, with the extra strengthening across the back of the diff to helps the rigidity of the back end, as well as the independent rear on them. Did a good job, as far as I could tell. So there's all the race car back to pit gear I used to sell. So I got all the stub axles and all them replaced as well, and I ended up selling all this stuff. Of course, I sold anything, and that's this new suspension. That's after I got the tines in. So I got the tines, sold the tines, and I bought these Bilsteins, much higher spring rates, better springs, better shocks, blah blah blah, better roll everything. So all pretty flashy stuff. So I sold that. I got about $800 for that, but it's probably worth 3 times that now. Back then it was good to get that money. So so just some more bits and pieces of the setup. So that was sump guard, like I talked about before. Just some more photos of the underfloor bracing. They're all the original stuff that I had in. That's my old side pipe setup I got done up. So that was cool. It sounded insane, but it got too loud. It was, I got in trouble, so I had to take that off after a few rounds. It was just so loud, but damn, it was cool. I've got a video on my YouTube on the side pipes doing a Motocana, and yeah, it's rather eventful. There's just some more photos of the old Harrop diff covers. Yeah, this stuff was big back in the day. Now it's whatever. The new cars, you don't need a lot of that stuff anymore. So they're all the stub axles, just the flashy ones and the standard ones, just to show differences left to right and differences from the True Track centre. So they're the new Monaro lights, the plastic ones I got. That's the True Track, the Harrop True Track diff centre, and that's just some bits and pieces I got for the thing, and they're the Monaro side skirts, the fender Just a picture of a burnt out clutch. There's a suspension fitted on her, just to show one of the issues with the big tyres and big camber is the gap from the wheel through to the suspension is very tight on the Commodores. So with the BMW wheels, they were offset quite a long way out. They were plus 20 offset when the original cars are actually a plus 42. So that pushed the tyres out, so then I could bend them way under. So I got them to, when you're with camber, I was fitting in here, right in here. So I got it set up so I could actually fit underneath the bottom spring seats. Yeah, that's when I got the shed next door. So I got a nice big shed. It's just some pictures of racing harnesses and the pull to stop cords that I got fitted to the battery isolator and the isolator. They're all the BMR, that's the front strut, rear struts and underfloor strut bracing. They're the old brake ducts I used to have on her. Another photo of the cameras. So yeah, I got the new diff ratio. I got 411 ratio diff put in it. So yeah, one of the things after a few years, what happened was the tail shaft. It actually, from where the billet part, I'll show it this end, but where the billet connected to the actual carbon fibre wrapping, it actually slipped inside, and when it was spinning, it was actually slipping inside the actual carbon fibre. It sounded like it was a slipping clutch, incredibly similar to a slipping clutch, and I thought it was a buggered clutch. So I pulled the clutch out, and nothing wrong with that. And it was just trial and error. I ended up saying, well, what the hell? And then I realised that it was the actual tail shaft was spinning inside it. So we actually got underneath the car and put it on the dyno, stuck our head underneath it while it was just very safely and slowly, of course, and put a lot of load on it, and buggered me dead that was spinning inside the actual tail shaft. So a remarkable thing to happen. It is what it is. So there's just more suspension indicator, me trying to keep the car cool and hopelessly kidding myself. Never worked. I could never get it to cool. You just had to do 5 laps and then slow down. It's as simple as that. So anyway, so that's generally the parts. So cool. Well, I'll do another video in a minute, and yeah, thank you.